Necessary Conversation. The news, we break it, you buy it. I'm Beth Spotswood.
And I'm Melissa Griffin. Tonight's top story, San Francisco's notoriously naughty Folsom Street Fair is right around the corner, and reportedly the event is being overrun by corporate sponsors. So this year, you can look forward to the Cool Whip whipping booth, the Betty Crocker pounding pavilion, and the Activia Challenge. Only instead of Activia, it's a stuffed inside that they pull out and add a
San Francisco Supervisor John Avalos has proposed a 5-cent tax on alcohol sales to support city-funded treatment programs for alcohol addiction. Additional proposals include a 10-cent tax on ironic facial hair to fund citywide hipster relocation services, a 30-cent tax on Axe body spray to subsidize herpes treatments for the local douchebag community, and a sanctimony tax on activists is expected to fund, well, everything, ever, until the end of time.
San Francisco's temporary Transbay terminal is missing one minor detail: toilets. Thousands of travelers are without facilities and must therefore hold it until an alternative can be found. In other news, people are apparently willing to use a restroom in a bus terminal.
A recent study revealed that 60% of San Francisco city workers do not live in San Francisco and thus pay their taxes and spend their money in suburban communities, namely San Mateo and Alameda counties. When asked why they live outside the city, workers responded that they could not afford to live within the notoriously expensive San Francisco. And now a segment we call Glasses Off with Melissa Griffin.
You know why you can't afford to live in San Francisco? Because it's expensive to live here. And you know why it's expensive to live here? Because we pay so much for your wages and benefits. San Francisco employees are some of the best compensated in the nation. So saying you take our tax money to other counties because you can't afford to live here is like saying you're too fat to go to the gym. It's like saying you can't get up for work early because you were out late last night robbing people. You see, you're the monkey from Outbreak, and you're saying Morgan Freeman bit you.
Okay, all right, okay. Here's the upside, Melissa. Since most city workers don't live here, they can't vote on the laws that most affect them. We could pass Prop B, or we could require police to wear pink uniforms with crystal epaulets.
I don't know what an epaulet is.
I don't know what Prop B is. Look it up. Merchants in the Marina announced the formation of the Union Street Enrichment Association.
Union Street needs to get richer?
Apparently. Neighborhood interest groups have thus far blocked attempts at chain stores populating this charming stretch of boulangeries and Pilates studios. Retail outlets such as Old Navy evidently pose a clear and present danger to the cultural backbone of the indigenous NIMBYs.
The association was formed in an effort to occupy currently shuttered storefronts, lest the neighborhood go the way of Times Square circa 1984. Experts fear if this trend continues, the gutters of Union Street would soon be littered with Botox needles, while gypsies in shadowy doorways ask,
"Might I interest you in a yoga mat?" For Necessary Conversation, I'm reportedly Beth Spotswood.
And I'm allegedly Melissa Griffin.
And now, back to stalking your ex on Facebook.
Love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever some sweet talking girl comes along, singing a song. Don't mess around, you just gotta be strong. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking.
Okay, are we good? Is this okay? Okay, you guys, here's a joke that everyone hated and made me cut, but I stand by this. In sports news, no word on what Giants players Buster Posey and Aubrey Huff plan to do in the offseason, although sources report the hilariously named athletes hope to start an R&B singing group with Buff Bonzer and Coco Crisp of the Oakland A's. The group apparently plans to call themselves Bay Crossings and hopes to sing the national anthem a cappella at Pop Warner games across the Bay Area. There could be like awesome graphics where they'd be wearing jumpsuits and there'd be like photoshopped around the bay.
Beth, I told you it wasn't funny. You have to go home.
It's really rude. I think that I made one sports joke and you were like, whatever. I'm sick of this shit.